Hello Internet, and welcome to another episode of Battle Spot on Wednesday. There we go. Alright, so we'll be using this team again. I know we're using a different VGC 17 team on the Monday and Friday this week, but I don't really want to focus too much on Battle Spot doubles just yet after the London International Challenge. International Championship, that's the one. Then we can start focusing on that, because then we will know actually what the format is. Because at the moment we don't know if things like Cresselia and Heatran and Landorus, whatever, are going to be catchable in game. If they're not, then it's going to be a very different format to Battle Spot doubles. So we'll just stick to this for now and see how we go from there. You know, because it is a much more open format. We will, hopefully be able to use a few different teams and mess around with a few different things as well. As we find Mr. Gio from Mexico. This one, though, with a Swampert. 3 water types. So, alright, let's get my head into this then, because I've been playing quite a lot of VGC 17 lately. So, that's what doubles. What do we do? So Swampert is pretty threatening to Tyranitar, you know, in or out of rain. This Amoonguss has still got Sludge Bomb. It hasn't got the other one, Giga Drain on it. I'm gonna go with Hitmontop and Tyranitar. And I mean, I could go Driftbloom and Tapu Lele, couldn't I? Because I could try and burn the thingy. But see, I'm thinking Volcarona, but it's only really to hit the Ferrothorn. So I'm going to go with Tapu Lele and Drifloon in the back, actually. Because I'll still hopefully be able to burn the Ferrothorn if it comes to it, if I've got the terrain. And I have got him on top. I am leading with it as well, but I have still got him on top. So I can hit it with some amount of damage. This Tapu Lele doesn't have Hidden Power Fire, though, unlike the VGC 17 one that I've been using. So it actually gives it Muck and Pelipper, which is very interesting. So we'll see who is faster here, Tyranitar or Pelipper. Well, there we go. Okay. So this Pelipper isn't timid. It's not max speed. I can Mega Evolve and get my sand back. But he could be trying to Tailwind, maybe? So I'm going to go for a Fake Out into the Pelipper. I don't think this Muck can really threaten this Tyranitar too much. So do I Mega Evolve this turn, or do I keep it as a surprise for him? Yeah, not really much of a surprise, is it really? But I don't have to Mega Evolve this turn. Because if he switches the Pelipper out this turn, expecting a Fake Out, then I will have the potential to Mega Evolve again in the future. Yeah, so I'm just going to Dragon Dance this turn, because I'm going for a Fake Out into his Pelipper. He hasn't got Serena or... yeah, and that's exactly what he does. He doesn't have any way to stop the Fake Out on Pelipper, so I was very safe to not Mega Evolve there. Yeah, so nicely called by him. So a little bit of chip damage on him on top here, which could be very important for his Ferrothorn. Dragon Dancing, if I can talk. As he goes for what? A Muck? Poison Jab, okay, into the him on top. Which, it does poison us, which is slightly frustrating. But him on top might survive another round of attacks. I think it should, because I have got a pretty nifty berry on this him on top. So, has he got any intimidating? He hasn't got any intimidating Pokemon. So I could just go for a Rock Slide and a Close Combat into the Ferrothorn. You'd have to imagine the Ferrothorn will protect here, though, as he Poison Jabs into my Hitmontop again. But like I said, I have got a 50% berry on Hitmontop. So if he does just Poison Jab into it, then I will survive. Like I'll be on more HP than I am right now going into the next turn. So I am just going to go for Close Combat and a Rock Slide and see where this takes us. Oh, it's not even protecting. So we'll see if this knocks Ferrothorn out. We haven't been intimidated, so this is a full power close combat. Although this Hitmontop is not that invested in attack. Yeah, actually that doesn't do too much, does it really? So, oh dear. Tyranitar might be taking some damage here. Hitmont goes for a knockoff into the Tyranitar. Okay, so because I didn't Mega Evolve there, he probably thought, oh, well that's extra handy. Yeah, because I didn't Mega Evolve, he was probably questioning, oh what? Has it got an item on it? Is there a reason why he hasn't Mega Evolved? But yeah, so there's our berry, which is lovely. And now, well, now we are going to activate a berry from Muck, aren't we? I could go for a Helping Hand Rock Slide, because I think that might knock Ferrothorn out. But I'm not going to. I mean, what is the worst case scenario if we just activate the berry on Muck? Muck will just be about the same sort of HP, maybe a bit more. Muck's not the most threatening thing for us here. So, I'm just going to go for another close combat into the Ferrothorn. And another Rock Slide. Ferrothorn might protect or switch now. Ooh, or not. He's Shadow Sneaking. I'm not sure why. So, Tyranitar does Rock Slide. Yeah, oh well, not even a Helping Hand required there actually to knock the Ferrothorn out. So Ziara +1. Activated the berry on the Muck, but it's going to take another full power. I say full power close combat. We saw how much it did to that Ferrothorn. Yeah, this is actually a pretty supportive Hitmontop. You know, obviously I've got Helping Hand and Wide Guard and Fake Out and everything. I've not got much attack investment into it, so it can take some big hits really, but it is more for support. But you know, its typing has worked out really nicely for us here to help us for the Ferrothorn, as we saw. But now we can't stop this Pelipper getting a Tailwind off, if it so wishes to. So now I Mega Evolve. Now I definitely Mega Evolve. And Rock Slide. And Hitmontop doesn't really do anything here, because if it's Focus Sash, I mean, this Hitmontop is not very fast at all, so the Pelipper will be faster. So if it's Focus Sash, the Sandstorm will just knock the Pelipper out. Hitmontop will, you know, close combat uselessly into nothing. So I'm going to withdraw the Hitmontop here to preserve the Intimidate if it is Swampert in the back. And I'm going to put in Drifblim. Yeah, no terrain yet, but Drifblim will do pretty good for us, I think, if it is Swampert, just so I can start trying to burn it straight away. I mean, I could just withdraw and, you know, intimidate it and everything, which I probably will do. Not bringing in LA as well means that I can take out in the future too. So, Drifblim sitting here without any psychic terrain in the Sandstorm. Well, just go for a Shadow Sneak. Okay, that's not really much of a concern. Rock Slide, okay, misses the Muck. If anything, that's maybe good for us, if he is Tailwinding here. Oh, he flinches as well. Okay, so we've been a bit fortunate. So let's rewind a few turns then. We did get the flinch on the Ferrothorn. If the Ferrothorn was going for a Gyro Ball into Tyranitar, I hadn't Mega Evolved at that point, but I don't think it would have knocked me out. I have got a bit of bulk invested into this Tyranitar. I don't think it would knock me out. I'm not 100% to be honest. It's been a while since I've played against a thingy. Ferrothorn. But I don't know, maybe Tyranitar would have been in Shadow Sneak range. Who knows? Maybe it just wouldn't have been. Who knows? But yeah, that's part of the glory of using Rock Slide, isn't it? Really. So yeah, you know, it doesn't really matter too much what we do here. Yeah, we'll just Shadow Ball into the Tapu Fini and just try and Rock Slide. Yeah, so we've got this game now. Oh, good old Mega Tyranitar. I am very glad that Mega Tyranitar is back and I can use it again next year because, you know, my VGC 14, you know, sometimes overlooked my VGC 14 team, you know, with Raichu and Azumarill and all that lot. I love that team with Mega Tyranitar, and I really, really like Mega Tyranitar. So accuracy drop on Tyranitar, which is slightly frustrating, but doesn't really mean anything at this point. Could be a super berry, could be a 50% berry on the Tapu Fini. Sandstorm has got plenty of turns left, so we're probably going to activate it. But yeah, it doesn't really matter what we do here, does it? I'm just going to disable into the Tapu Fini and bring Lele back in, or bring Lele in, because I haven't actually used it yet. So yeah, I mean the game is won anyway, but this just stops you know, frustrating misses from the Muddy Water accuracy drop. Because we're disabling the Muddy Water as well, he can't lower the accuracy of Tapu Lele here either. So feel pretty safe doing this. Yeah, he did just go for Muddy Water as well. So now Drifloon is faster. We'll see if we activate a berry here on his Fini. I guess not. Alright, well, I guess we've won the game then, haven't we? I'm just gonna, you know, just for fun, I'm gonna use Energy Ball. Because, oh, he forfeits. Because I've never seen Tapu Lele use an Energy Ball before, but I guess we still haven't, have we? Alright, so that worked out. Still, I like this team. I mean, because of the kind of rules announced for VGC 18, you know, like I said at the beginning, we don't know if Heatran, Cresselia, Landorus, etc. are available yet, but because we know it is going to be National Pokedex, there's been a lot more interest in Battle Spot doubles, which is nice. So the ladder has been a bit more active, on Showdown as well, I guess. But I've not really been playing too much on there, so I've just been sort of really focusing on VGC 17 at the moment. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to delving into 18 and seeing what we can play around with. It's kind of funny, really, that I put this team on YouTube here using it, because I really didn't think that these Pokemon would be available next year, but I guess they are. So, but I don't know. Maybe if an important tournament came around, I would probably use something different at that point. But who knows? I don't know. Tyranitar, Volcarona, they are two of my favourite Pokemon. So King Simon, wow, playing against a king now. Maybe these two Pokemon would end up on any team I used anyway, because I like them so much. But King Simon, wow, playing against a king from the Kingdom of Denmark. And he's got an interesting team. Salazzle. So he's got like a bunch of Pokemon that just sort of put, like, just sort of look sort of put together, just sort of stuck together, but like with no real kind of synergy. But I don't know. We'll see, won't we? He has got a faster fake out than us. He has also got Sandstorm, so maybe he hasn't got a Focus Sash on the Salazzle. I mean, Tapu Lele looks very good leading here, doesn't it? Tapu Lele can hit 5 of his 6 Pokemon for super effective damage. So I think we will lead with Tapu Lele. And Drifloon. So yeah, let's go with these, I guess. That does, yeah, I mean, Drifloon kind of covers the Gyarados, which is the one that we can't hit for super effective damage. It does mean that we can potentially double into the Salazzle if we do maybe think it's got a Focus Sash. We can burn the Tyranitar, etc. as well. So these two I do like. And Tyranitar isn't actually that good, really, is it? So I'm going to go with Volcarona and him on top and the back as well. So no Tyranitar in this one. Maybe Volcarona can carry us if the leading two Pokemon can't. So yeah, I'm actually quite looking forward to playing through Ultra Sun and Moon. The advert for it looks pretty cool. It's a bit like, reminded me of the what's it called? The Twisted Dimension Zone thing from Generation 4, where Giratina lives. The thing, what is that called? Parallel Universe? Parallel Dimension? I don't know. It's called something, wasn't it? But yeah, it reminded me of that. So it looked pretty cool, I think. But we've got some Pokemon to play against. Nidoqueen could be Scarfed. Tyranitar isn't going to threaten either of these Pokemon too much if we burn it. So let's just rely on Will-O-Wisp. Let's go for a Psychic into Nidoqueen and a Will-O-Wisp into the Tyranitar. Just because Nidoqueen do tend to be special, a Will-O-Wisp into that wouldn't do anything. We can kind of new to the Tyranitar if we hit this Will-O-Wisp and not be too hindered by locking ourselves into Psychic and not Moonblast here. So yeah, Will-O-Wisp is a bit of a scary move. You know, that 15% chance to miss is always looming. Yeah, I can't remember what I said last Friday. I don't know if I said that this would be like the last video with it or not, but I can't remember what I said. But I'm clearly using this team again. Will-O-Wisp, yeah, because talking about Will-O-Wisp missing just reminded me of that Kangaskhan, I think it was, last Friday. But anyway, yeah, so we do burn the Tyranitar here. And we do get a Psychic off into the Nidoqueen, which does, yep, knock it out, no Focus Sashes there. And Tyranitar goes for a Rock Slide, okay. Which I'm guessing is going to do maybe just under half a Drifblim. Yeah, actually does a very similar amount to both these Pokemon, with the critical hit there on Tapu Lele. Okay, so Lele is Scarfed into Psychic now. I have options to maybe disable the Rock Slide. So we'll see what it brings in, I suppose, don't we? Taking his time. What was it? Yeah, what, like a Crocodile? Yeah, Crocodile. That's the first thing that sort of sprang to mind. So I can't Psychic either of these Pokemon, can I? So I could try and burn the Crocodile. Or I could maybe try and disable the Tyranitar and maybe a bit risky, bring in my Volcarona. Or I could just bring in Hitmontop. Yeah, let's bring in Hitmontop. Getting Intimidate on both these Pokemon. And I will just try and Will-O-Wisp into the Crocodile as well. So if I hit this Will-O-Wisp, both of his Pokemon will be -1 and burnt. So, you know, doing very little damage. Hitmontop will be able to hit both of them for super effective damage. And, you know, like I was saying in the last game, Hitmontop doesn't have much attack investment, but I think it would be able to knock out a Crocodile, and would definitely be able to knock out a Tyranitar, so no problems there. Yeah, Will-O-Wisp does hit. The 85% comes through for us there. Not that we would have been in a terrible position if we missed it, but yeah, he does Rock Slide there as well, so it would have been a bit silly to, you know, try and bring in Volcarona there. Is he just double Rock Sliding? Well, that's a Life Orb from Crocodile. And yeah, double Rock Slide. Okay. So Hitmontop sitting in here, taking no damage at all. What could he potentially have in the back? Maybe Gyarados in the back? Venusaur, maybe? Could be plenty of things, I guess. But, Hitmontop, I don't think Hitmontop will be faster than his Tyranitar, but he might be. Depends how much speed he's got invested into there. So yeah, we'll just go for a close combat into the Tyranitar, and I will just try and disable the Crocodile, just so there's less chance for a Rock Slide flinch on Hitmontop, basically. And we'll see who's faster, Hitmontop or Tyranitar. Hitmontop is naturally faster, but this Hitmontop has got very little speed invested into it. So, you know, if Tyranitar has got a decent chunk into it, then it will be faster than my Hitmontop. But at this point, it doesn't really matter too much, I don't think. So we'll just try and get this game over with as soon as we can do. And look for another one, I guess, won't we? Yeah, so Rock Slide is disabled. Tyranitar is faster than Hitmontop, so it has got some speed invested into it. But we've only got one chance to flinch now. And we don't do it, yeah, so we flinch. We don't flinch, so close combat into poor Tyranitar. Sorry, Tyranitar. It's gone, and we'll see what his last Pokemon is. So, yeah, Sun takes out Drifblim. Not a problem, really. Lele is a pretty safe switch in because we know that it hits everything on his team outside of Gyarados, and even then it hits Gyarados. I mean, the Helping Hand, Psychic Terrain, Psychic, possibly knock Gyarados out as well. So I'm going to put Tapu Lele in, and we can see what our options are. Bearing in mind, I have got Volcarona in the back too, so if it's Venusaur, maybe it is Venusaur, yeah, so maybe we can just target the Crocodile now and not fear too much. Although if it is Mega Venusaur, which it definitely could be, then maybe I do just want to Psychic it. So yeah, I'm just gonna close combat into the Crocodile. I'm just gonna Psychic. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with this too much. If the Crocodile, it could be choice locked. It could be Scarfed. I mean, Drifblim was faster just because of the Unburden boost. Could be a Scarf Crocodile, and because it's disabled now with Rock Slide, might be struggling. So we'll see. But yeah, Volcarona in the back. Yeah, just because it could be a Mega Venusaur, and you know, with thick fat, can take fire attacks surprisingly well. But yeah, is this really only turn 3? This looks like a Mega Evolution, yeah, but it's not going to survive. And the Crocodile is at -1 and burnt, so even if it's got Tectonic Rage, don't think it would be able to knock out my Lele if he did protect his Venusaur there, which he didn't do. But it could be a choice locked Crocodile. No, it's not. It's just going for a knockoff. Knocks off my Scarf, so now I actually can Moonblast you. So that wasn't the right thing to do. But yeah, game over now. So close combat into the Crocodile. Knocks it out. Yeah, so well, there we go. Hit him on top, taking 2 knockouts in this game as well against King Simon. But we're at 22 minutes. This is Battle Spot Wednesday, so let's look for another game and see if we can climb the ladder a bit more. That was only was that really only 3-turn game? Felt like at least 4. All right, so yep, one more game, and we'll see how it goes. It'd be nice to get someone highly rated. But yeah, still enjoying using this team. I mean, because I have been playing VGC 17 so much recently, to use stuff like this again, it is refreshing. It's very refreshing. Not to see Arcanines everywhere and you know, whatever else everywhere, Togedemaru's and stuff. But ooh, this is a team. I'm sure I've seen this team before. I think it might be a Berry on Zapdos. The Psychic Seed, rather. That's what I meant to say. Psychic Seed on Zapdos. Mega Gardevoir. Incineroar is interesting. Amoonguss. Interesting, it's got Amoonguss and Finny on the same team. So he could be trying to Tailwind here with his Zapdos. Can't burn his Incineroar, so the Incineroar could be a bit of a pain for us, actually. Just funny how the mind wanders, isn't it? I was thinking, yeah, I can Rock Slide it. Yeah, it's the same type as Houndoom, isn't it? Oh, I hatched a battle with the best Houndour in Pokemon Go earlier. So there you go. That's my train of thought where I should be thinking about what I actually want to take here. What are we going to take? I think he might lead with maybe Zapdos and Landorus. Sorry, I'm going to go with Drifblim and Tapu Lele, I think. But I do also think I want Tyranitar and Amoonguss as well. Like, taking these 4... I don't think I need him on top here for anything, but taking these 4 and not taking Amoonguss does kind of... not disrespect, but... does give me some questions if he has actually got Trick Room on Gardevoir, but I don't think he would. I think this is more of a Tailwindy sort of team with Zapdos. I think he will lead with Zapdos here, but I'm thinking Zapdos and maybe Landorus. Oh, okay, so no, so shut up, Barry. No Zapdos at all. So no Tailwind for him, but he can do some nasty stuff to us. So this Incineroar can just one-shot Drifblim. And he might protect his Landorus as well, because a Will-O-Wisp there is very obvious. So maybe I bring in Tyranitar on a Dark attack and Psychic into Landorus. So I don't think he'll double into Lele here. He's not going to go for a fighting attack into Drifloon. He's not going to go for an Earthquake here either. So yeah, I'm going to bring Drifloon into Tyranitar. And I'm going to go for a Psychic into the Landorus here as well. I do think the Landorus is either going to protect or switch, fearing the Will-O-Wisp. But doing this at least gives us some pressure on the Incineroar next turn. And if he doesn't, then I should be able to 2-hit KO the Landorus and clear the way for Tyranitar going that way around. So we'll see how this plays out. So here's the Sandstorm. Yep, so Landorus switches out into something that can take, a Will-O-Wisp. So that's what I thought would happen. But we are still getting a decent amount of damage, maybe 30-35% with a Psychic onto the Finny. And I'm presuming a Dark attack into, that's a decent chunk, presuming a Dark attack into what is going to be my Tyranitar now. Now, I don't recognize that animation. Is that his signature one? It might be. The wrestling one. It's Malicious Moonsault on my Tapu Lele. Oh, okay. Alright then. Well, I didn't expect that. I thought he would target the, definitely making a thumbnail out of that. I thought he'd be targeting the Drifloon there, but okay, it's not too bad for us. Incineroar doesn't normally have a fighting attack, does it? I don't think it does. But do I put in Volcarona? Or do I put Drifloon back in? Because, I know he's got Landorus. We don't know if his Landorus is Scarfed or not, though. If we switched it out, maybe it is Scarfed. If I put Drifloon in, I can Tailwind, but then what? I lose it to a Darkest Lariat from Incineroar. I'm going to put this looks very odd. I might regret this. But I'm going to put Volcarona in. And I'm going to dance all over his face. So we're going to Mega Evolve. And Dragon Dance here. And we're going to Quiver Dance as well. So Tyranitar and Volcarona are going to dance together in a very quivery, dragony way. The Incineroar, I'm hoping the Incineroar is going to withdraw into Landorus here. Well, not withdraw into Landorus, but I'm thinking it's going to not do anything. I don't think he'll attack with Incineroar. He will probably just muddy water with Finny here. I mean, why wouldn't you? But both of my Pokemon will take it reasonably well. And hopefully no accuracy drops. Okay, well, no withdrawal of Incineroar. Then maybe there is a fighting attack on it. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't withdrawn into Landorus. We'll soon find out, won't we? So is this the dance of death? They're both going to get knocked out, maybe. Well, they're dancing together. What's going to happen? Muddy Water. Both hit, unfortunately. And what is this? Oh, it's just Darkest Lariat into Volcarona, then I guess. This probably will knock it out, actually. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, that didn't look very good, did it? But we did get some pluses out of that turn. We did get a Dragon Dance there. And so we are threatening a little bit more with Rock Slides. We can burn Landorus because it is not touching the floor as well. If I get a Tailwind here. Will a +1 Rock Slide knock Tapu Fini out from here? I don't think it will. And it's probably got one of them 50% berries as well. Was that damage all from Muddy Water? If it was, then that's not very good. I think I have to Rock Slide here, just in case the Incineroar does stay in like it did the last turn, so we can't knock the Drifloon out. And I guess I'll Tailwind. Just because the Landorus is going to come in and I will want to try and burn it. So the Incineroar now switches into Landorus. Yeah, there's the Landorus. I was thinking of doubling into the Finny, but I think it's probably going to have a 50% berry on it. But I'm not confident that Drifloon is faster than Tapu Fini to do the double into it anyway. But we'll see now, won't we? Oh, it is. So so there you go. I could have just doubled into the Finny, but then Landorus would have been threatening the next turn. So Muddy Water. So yeah, he hits the right target. I'm thinking that might be Specs actually. I did a lot of damage to Tyranitar. Yeah, that's way more damage than I was expecting. And we've lost this game now because we can't touch the Incineroar. So yeah. Oh well, you know, not a very good way to end the episode, but you know what? It doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah. Interesting game. I mean, I don't know if he was just making the call to like keep his Incineroar in on that turn when I Dragon Danced, or if he just thought, yeah, I can probably survive one Rock Slide and get an attack off here anyway. But I mean, what would I have done differently? Because I mean, I could have Dragon Danced, and well, in hindsight, I could have just protected the Volcarona, couldn't I? But if I brought Drifloon in that turn, then things probably would have worked out a bit better for us, wouldn't they? I was just scared of this Landorus coming in. And if I Quiver Danced and Rock Slide and Dragon Danced, then I would have been able to, you know, unless that's a really fast, you know, Jolly, Scarf, whatever, Landorus, would have been able to have outspared and knocked it out with the combination of attacks there. But yeah, putting Drifloon in probably was the better call there, I guess. I didn't show any respect to Tapu Fini there at all. If I'd known my calculations a bit better, which I think the only thing I'm really kicking myself for now, thinking about it, is not disabling the Tapu Fini there, because this Drifloon probably was always going to be faster than that Tapu Fini. Could have disabled the Muddy Water and then maybe even got another Dragon Dance up or gone from there. But I don't know. It doesn't matter, does it? You know, it's just a game. So yeah, a very winnable game, but just didn't really make the right moves in that game. So you know, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. You know, please press the like button if you've enjoyed this video. Please share it and you know, like me on Twitter. Yeah, that's the one. Twitter. Twitter and Twitch. You know, getting them mixed up. All right. So yeah, Twitter. Do the following on that, please, and the liking and everything, and that's it. So thank you very much, guys. Goodbye for now.